Previously on the Jig Is Up.
Here, the old guy said something about the Bible leading to the greatest treasure ever. I don't know if maybe those are like a clue or something.
Wait, does everybody's mention trees or apples?
I would like you to become our official murder expert.
I want nothing more than to use my degree for something more worthwhile, so I would love to do this.
I'm sorry, Ramona, but we're gonna have to pause this for a few days and seriously reevaluate the path forward on this investigation. That monitor was our only lead.
Just wish that people could see him for the man he actually is. He's a liar and a manipulator, and he always puts his own desires above everyone else.
You know, this is nice. I'm glad we're finally able to set aside our differences, and especially in this time of chaos.
And after the month that we've had, nobody can relate to anything that we've been through.
And hopefully, everything turns out for everybody. Not even us, but just the whole town. You know, church attendance is even up.
And you know what else? It kind of seems like we got away with stashing Officer Cream's body.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the body that we found there and then stashed in the baptistry. Remember?
No, I don't remember that. Hilda, please tell me what they're talking about.
Just relax, Pastor. It's not like we killed him. We're just buying ourselves some time.
You helped them? Bro, chill out. Your girl did us a solid.
Relax, Pastor. Look, it would have been a nightmare if we were caught with a dead policeman. We had to make some very difficult choices.
Is he still in there? I'm calling the police. Nobody move.
Hang up the phone, Pastor.
911, what's your emergency?
Yes. I'd like to report a crime. There was a murder. As soon as you guys can get something. You know what we have to do now, brother.
It's a pity we were having such a lovely night.
Barney, you're alive?
Hello, sir? Did you say there's been a murder?
Barney, no!
Barney, calm down. Let's talk about this.
Wait, no, I'm not famous yet. Oh!
Man, I really need my medication.
Good morning, Hack and Slash. I'm Matilda Macau. It's 9 a.m. on Monday, November 5th, and today's top story on Night Watch News, horror at the Hack-O-Lantern. By now, we're all aware of the Murder Knight's bizarre appearance at the annual squash carving competition, but today's top story is a scandal of its own. We have obtained exclusive footage of the outburst involving KWN anchorwoman Pamela Patterson and her estranged father and head of the Daily Squire, Alan Blackburn. The two were seen having a verbal altercation at the event last Wednesday, and witnesses say the dispute took a grave turn when Blackburn continued to harass Patterson. We have a clip, but we warn you, Viewer discretion is advised.
I've made a life for myself.
Oh, you built a life at KWN, all right.
Just go, Dad.
Are you really so proud of that? You know, all they do is spread lies and propaganda. And I buried myself in my work.
I said go.
All right.
That was clearly edited to make him look bad.
We know that was difficult to watch, and for some, very triggering. I had a one-on-one sit-down with Pamela after the incident took place, where she described her father as having a long history of selfish and condescending behavior, even being emotionally abusive all throughout her upbringing. She describes him as, quote, infuriating, manipulative, a liar, and the most insufferable man she's ever known, end quote. She went on to say that she wishes, quote again, others could see him for the man he truly is, end quote again. Now, I have known Blackburn for many years, serving with him on the Hack-and-Slash City Council and as a colleague in the field of journalism long before that. So hear me when I say, Alan Blackburn is a menace to society. What you witness today is only a peek behind the curtain as to his true character. For years, you've known me as a social justice warrior and a feminist icon. I give you the truth, and I give it to you unfiltered. Well, that ship doesn't stop here. I will continue to call out the misogyny and mistruths as I see them, and today, I charge you to search deep within and ask yourself, am I going to continue to beg on my knees for Alan Blackburn's daily dose of misinformation and hypocrisy? Or will you finally throw that newspaper in the dumpster where it belongs and return to Night Watch News, where you can bet we will always tell you all you need to know? That's all for now. We'll see you here back at noon.
Where we tell you all you need to know. What a bunch of baloney. Mr. Blackburn is one of the only good men left in this town. In fact, I think it's time to start evening the score. Coming for you.
Is Mrs. Macau here?
Pamela, are you all right? Take a seat.
No, where is she?
She's busy right now, but I can ask her if she can see you. Pamela, wait, I said you can't go in there. Pamela, you can't just come in with
How could you do this?
Pamela, come on.
It's all right, Jasmine. Pamela, have a seat. How can I help you, dear?
Your morning report. That story. Why did you run it?
It was good, wasn't it? Deliciously cutthroat. And it worked too. We got the hashtag Blacklist Blackburn trending within 15 minutes.
I didn't expect you to run it at all. I told you those things in confidence. I didn't expect you to go on air and then just tell the public everything that...
Tell the public what? That your father is infuriating and manipulative and... What was the last one? That's my favorite. Oh yes, a liar? Those were your words, my dear, not mine. Nothing was fabricated on my end.
But I didn't think that you'd tell everyone about it. I confided in you because I trusted you. I don't even feel those things. I was just caught up in the moment and my emotions.
And you expressed exactly how you felt. I stand by what I said, Pamela. Maybe it's time you learn to do the same.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I saw an opportunity to get ahead and I took it. A word of advice. Staying on top requires the ability to see beyond the truth and telling the people the things we need them to know, even if it betrays a little trust.
I don't believe that. And I don't think I could do that either.
Well, you better find out. How you choose to handle this situation will demonstrate to me whether or not you're ready to take on more here at KWN. So, I suggest you choose wisely.
Okay, we'll go ahead and stay in touch with you now, okay?
Okay, I appreciate all your help with this.
Mr. Cromwell, is everything okay? Was that a police detective?
Yeah, he's a detective for the Hack and Slash Police Department. You know what, Leon? Why don't you come with me to my office? We need to talk.
Sir, what's this about, and why was there an investigator here?
He was here to help us figure out how someone has infiltrated our museum and stolen yet another full suit of armor.
Yeah, that old thing? That's strange. But, sir, that second suit was just a cheap replica, and I can assure you, it had no historical value.
Leon, it's not about the value.
Then what's the big deal then? We can get somebody to change the locks and hire overnight security if you think that's worth it. But to get Hack and Slash PD involved? That's a little dramatic, don't you think?
Listen, Leon, there's no easy way to have this conversation. I brought you in here today because I want your resignation from the museum effective immediately.
What? Why would I do that?
Please don't get me wrong, Leon. Your work here has been exceptional, but I've just become really uncomfortable with all these murders that you're embroiled in. I mean, we found a body stuffed in a sarcophagus, and it was right after you had spoken with him. Do you realize how difficult it is to get the stench of death out of an exhibition hall? I mean, there's no windows in there. I had to hire a specialized cleaning crew, one that specializes in blood.
Sir, I didn't kill those people, and I'm shocked that you think I did. We've worked together for years.
I know, but I do find it awfully curious how all of these murder night suits keep disappearing if you're not somehow involved. Listen, I'm prepared to offer you a generous compensation package if you'll leave today. Now, preferably.
I can't believe this. I've given my entire life to this place and I'm gonna get thrown out like some kind of piece of trash?
I'm sorry, Leon, but if you really aren't the killer, then I think it's safe to say that the killer is after you and the museum is bearing the brunt of it. There's just really nothing left to do except for you to sign.
Oh, Calorta, I'm so glad you answered. Hey, first things first. How's my pudding pot feeling? You're staying off the leg, right? Good girl. Now listen, you won't believe what just happened. They let me go just like that. And to think this could have been worth it if I hadn't lost that Gutenberg Bible last week. Just my luck. I know for sure that I've got to clear my name before Hack and Slash PD pins this whole debacle on me. It's time for me to be that super sleuth, Buttercup. I'll make you proud. All right.
Oh, Nanny, it's so good to see you.
Oh, Tristan!
Nice getting
Bonnie, darling. Well, I was so interested in the squirrel going up the tree that I forgot anybody was around.
Well, look who came to visit.
Oh, hello. You brought your little Titch with you today. Hello, Titch. Did you come to see Grandma?
Say hello to Nanny, Johannes.
Oh, I love you, Titchy boy. It's been such a long time since I've seen him, Tristan.
I know, Nanny.
It seems like donkey's years ago. I really do miss the both of you.
I apologize. We've been gone. I'm sure you've been worried about me, haven't you, Nanny?
Oh, Tristan, you can't believe it. I've been so worried, and I've not been able to sleep at all. And I try not to watch the news, but you know what that's like. And they've been talking about that serial killer. I don't believe any of what thing that they say at all about you. I mean, Tristan, you would never harm anybody. My Tristan would never, ever do anything to shame the Gretzinger family name.
Tut tut, of course not, Nanny. Can you believe it? Me, as the murder knight. I've been far too concerned with the campaign anyway. The whole thing is preposterous.
I know.
But you'll never guess. Last weekend we had the Hack-O-Lantern event and they let me help put it on. The
Yes.
entire night was a disaster. Guess who showed up?
Who? Who's that, pray tell?
Elliot Fust.
Elliot Fust? That chav? What in the world does he want? He's nothing but a prat.
I have no idea why he was there, but he's caught on to our plan and knows that I'm using a false identity. I fear he may leak it to the press and foil my chances at winning.
Oh, silly boy. Don't you worry about it. Do you know, last week I put out one of your garden signs outside the front of my house. And all the neighbors came out laughing. I don't know what they were laughing about, honestly. You are going to win, Tristan. Don't you worry.
You're right. You know, I think my luck might just be turning around. Take a look at this.
Whatever's in there.
I brought it so you can see it with your own eyes.
Oh, what is that? Oh, my... Oh, Tristan.
It's my family's Gutenberg Bible. I found it the evening of the Hack-O-Lantern, but don't ask me how. One moment I was pied in the face, and the next, there it was. It's almost as if it found me.
Do you realize, do you understand? It's a proper pucker miracle. Do you know what I'm saying?
You're right, Nanny. It is a miracle, but I have a favor to ask of you.
Of course, Tristan, anything.
Will you hold on to it for me? You know, if anyone found out that I had the Gutenberg Bible, my life could be in grave danger. It's safer with you.
Oh, yes, of course, I'll do anything. Yes, of course, Tristan.
Do you have a purse large enough?
Oh, yes. Oh, just there.
Very good.
Okay, there it goes. Safe and sound.
Good. And guess what else? This Friday, I'm hosting a town hall so that the public can come and ask me about my policies. Won't you come? I could use the support.
Tristan, do you even have to ask, darling? Of course I'll be there, and we'll turn it into a real tea party.
Yes, that's such a great idea. Nothing says serious politician like a tea party with your nanny.
Absolutely, Nanny can do it.
And that Fust will show him who's boss.
Oh, yes, definitely. We'll definitely show him how a Gretzinger does it, won't we?
Mm-hmm. But first, group hug.
Oh, little titch.
Welcome back to Night Watch News. We are pleased to bring you a live address from the office of Hack-and-Slash Police Chief Harry Bernard. Let's join him now.
Good afternoon, Hack-and-Slash. I'm Police Chief Harry Bernard. As many of you know, we've had a recent uptick in murders lately. In fact, year over year, it's a 700% increase compared to our sole murder last year, which technically shouldn't be considered a murder. It was a gorilla that choked another gorilla at the Hack-and-Slash Zoo. but anyway. Today, I wanted to address the swirling rumors around Officer Kareem Thomas. Some say he's been on a secret mission, others say he's been murdered. Well, I'm just happy to say today I want to put those rumors to rest and say we believe he's been murdered. Not that I'm happy about that, I'm happy that we have something to report, but actually, folks, all we know is he's disappeared. We don't know where he is. We don't know if he's dead or alive. Is it hot in here? Anyway, we can also reveal the identity of the slain pizza delivery boy from Halloween night. His name is Andy Cartwright. We asked his employer from Hack and Slice Pizza how he would remember Andy, and he said, "It's not very often we meet a pizza boy who repeatedly completes a pizza run and never eats a piece of pizza, but beats the streets to get every customer he greets some treats." Look, folks, all I'm trying to say here is the murder night, he's still out there. He's still a threat. Officer Thomas, we're treating his disappearance as a missing persons case, but the fact that he was at Little Hope Church the night that all this started, all these murders began, does not bode very well. Nonetheless, if anyone has any information on his whereabouts, please call the police station. That's really all I've got. Be safe, keep an eye on one another, and may God help us all.
This has been a Night Watch News special report. We will return after a word from our sponsors.
We're live in 30 seconds.
I'm really nervous. I used to get nervous too, but don't worry, you'll do great. Okay. Just do as we practiced. Okay.
15 seconds.
And you have the fake blood ready?
And we're
Right
live.
here.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to Death Detectives, the show where we bring resolution to the latest execution. I'm your host, Lyla Hofflin, and today we will become death detectives for the case of Andy Cartwright. I have brought with me a model to help illustrate the gruesome injuries that Andy sustained on that fateful night. Now, before we get to Andy's case, it's time for Lila's fun forensic fact. Today, we're going to talk about abdominal stab wounds. As you can see here, the abdomen houses most of the human body's vital organs. Abdominal stab wounds, especially those inflicted by giant razor-sharp swords, can lead to very life-threatening and very painful infections. Take peritonitis, for example, an inflammatory infection caused by a bursting hole in the abdomen's membrane lining, and without proper care, it can spread very quickly and lead to certain death. We are now going to reenact how we believe the events went down that very night. Hey there, pizza boy. I'm the hacking and slashing killer of Hack and Slash. Now give me all your money.
No, please, I'm just a kid. I'm too young to die.
Very well then, take this.
Ah!
And scene. Great. Now, what you see here is Andy going through hypovolemic shock, which is an emergency state caused by severe blood loss. It prevents your heart and other organs from functioning, and it can lead to immediate death if not treated, which in Andy's case was not. Now, if any of those things sound as horrific to you as they do to me, then we're gonna want to avoid future murder night attacks. And there's no better place to turn to for around-the-clock safety guidance from our mayor and Hack and Slash PD than right here on Night Watch News. When we return, we will explore the different types of blunt force trauma and determine which one Emilia Pellegrini may have experienced on her encounter with the murder night. Don't go away.
Can you believe this new show, Sylvia? Innocent people are being murdered, and they're acting like it's some kind of a traffic update after the weather forecast. I know they're just trying to educate us so that we're not so afraid, but I don't know. Something just doesn't set right with me about this whole thing. I mean, these victims, they were real people with families, not characters in some sort of a TV crime drama. I don't know. Well, did you see the article that Mr. Blackburn wrote in the Daily Squire this morning? He talked about how tasteless and insensitive Death Detectives is to the families of the victims. I mean, think about it. These poor people, they're having to relive all of that pain in prime time. What do you mean, do I still read that paper? Of course I do. Please don't tell me that you have bought into this smear campaign that Macau did on KWN yesterday. See? This is what I'm talking about. They have got the public in the palm of their hands. I know you're right, Sil. I know God has us in his hands, and he'll bring justice in the end. Hey, are you going to be at church tomorrow? Oh, good. I'm making cookies for your birthday. No, you do deserve it. You deserve a treat. Okay, all right, well, I will see you soon, okay? All right, bye.
Die, take that, die. sorry I'm late. Long day at work, but that's showbiz, I guess.
You know, I still can't get KWN to let me run campaign ads on their channel. Do you think you could pull a few strings for me?
No, I think the reason is that nobody wants to see someone like you on TV. I mean, it reminds poor people of the wage disparity in this country. And what they actually want to see is other poor people like me.
Let's cut the chit chat, please. And can we figure out why we're all gathered here today? Leon?
Not until everyone arrives.
What happened to you?
I hit it big time, little mama. I got stacks on stacks on stacks now.
Like what you see, girl?
Oh, sorry. Didn't anyone tell you that the Fast and Furious auditions got moved down the street?
Leon, what's this all about?
Well, this is about how I got fired from my job yesterday, all because I'm tangled up in this murder night drama. Ever since I met all of you, my life has slowly deteriorated, but I plan on getting it back. So which one of you is the killer?
Leon, I do not think this is the correct way to go about dealing with your situation.
Oh, so none of you want to fess up? I'll out the killer myself. Hilda, where are those letters from Charlie White?
I think they're in the old cot room. I'll go get them.
Good. That was our last legitimate clue, so we're gonna start there. Everyone's gonna help. Nobody's leaving till we get a lead.
You have lost the plot. We are not doing another hostage situation. I'm out of here.
Stop. This isn't about me, this is about all of us. How many of us have suffered because of this murder night? We should all be motivated to put an end to this. Somebody in this room is responsible, and whoever refuses to help is gonna look awfully guilty.
I found them. Oops, did I miss something?
Not at all. Let's go over there and read these letters.
You guys, this is pointless. It's a dead end. It's all just about apples and trees and stuff, remember?
Wait a minute. If we put these all together, it contains a coded message. Look, each letter is numbered in the top right-hand corner. Dahlia, can you help me put these in order? Yes. It's a combination of number coding and book ciphering. First, we need to highlight every mention of apples or trees. Great. Now, the first letter of each keyword or phrase will be replaced with its numerical spot in the alphabet. For example, cherry blossom trees equals 3 to 20.
I have a confession. I secretly really love math. So this game is making me very, very, very happy.
All right. Now that was the number coding part. So what should be left is 3 number sequences that correspond to each page number, row, and word that we're supposed to find.
There is no way you just knew how to do all of this.
Wait, I think I have the first one. It's the.
Hey, I got a secret.
Treasure?
Is
buried.
On.
Apple?
Orchard.
Lane.
We got this.
Oh, incredible.
Wait, Apple Orchard Lane? Don't you guys think that's a little on the money?
Who cares, Leon? Congratulations, you have your lead. I hope you find your hidden treasure and it somehow leads you to the killer. Tally ho!
You guys are gonna come and see what we find?
Oh, no. We actually can't. We will be preparing for our town hall tea party on Friday.
It will be a jolly good time, Governor.
Bye.
Oh, shucks, Leon. They aren't gonna get to go either. They're gonna get ready for services tomorrow. I'm sorry.
And I've already got plans, but glad I could help get you started.
Well, shoot, Leon, if there's treasure involved, you know I'm in. I want my cut.
I'll also go. There's no better way to avenge my dead husband than to try and find his killer.
Fine, we better get going. Apple Orchard Lane is way on the edge of town. All right, this is the spot, Apple Orchard Lane.
What exactly are we looking for out here?
Another clue? Any kind of clue? Charlie White had to have left us a sign or something.
Charlie White? I thought we were out here to find Jumpin' Joe's copy of the Bible.
No. Jumpin' Joe gave his copy of the Bible to Charlie White, and then Charlie White brought his Bible out here somewhere and hid it. And we figured that out because we deciphered the letters earlier. So now we're out here to find it. Oh, wow. Blaney Boo would be so proud of me for figuring that out. Wouldn't you, Boo Bear?
Hey, over here, look at this. Hey, look at this carving. The Bible has to be buried under this tree.
What makes you think that?
X marks the spot. Haven't you seen every pirate movie?
Does it look like I've ever seen a pirate movie?
Aren't you gonna help?
You know, I like to consider myself a feminist, but on the other hand, I'm also completely okay with men doing all the hard work. So, remind me again how finding this copy of the Bible is gonna help us find the killer.
Well, if I can supply an original Gutenberg Bible to my museum, then I can get my life and my job back. It wouldn't out the killer, but at least by doing this, it would prove that I'm not the killer.
What? I did not come out here in 5-inch heels just for us to not find the killer.
Wait a second, how am I supposed to get a cut? Why do you get to keep it?
If you both help me, it would make you look less guilty too. We know the night is after the Bible, so why don't we donate one to the museum to prove that we don't want to keep a copy?
No, this is stupid and confusing. I don't want to be here anymore. Take me back to town.
Yeah, you know what? I'm out of here. There ain't nothing buried under this tree anyways. Old man Charlie probably had dementia, sent us on a wild goose chase.
Hey, I got it. There's something here.
Yeah, right. You're on your own.
No, really. Look.
What? Give me that.
No way. You two gave up. Finders keepers.
Oh, well, open it.
It's empty.
No, no, this can't be.
You know what? You're right. Finders keepers. She's all yours.
We'll be waiting for you in the car.
Okay, Eden, ever since you put me on this coffee shop the day we met, I just can't get enough.
I told you I know all the best places in town. I can't believe you ever doubted me. All right, let's do this.
Okay, so you just want me to talk about my show? Anything else?
Yeah, we can talk about whatever you want. Let's just treat this like a normal conversation, except the cameras will be rolling. We're not live though, this one's pre-recorded, so we can just relax and have a chat. So tell me, Lyla, how has it been dealing with your newfound fame after being canceled by the public just a few weeks ago? You've done a total 180.
Well, it's felt weird, if I'm being honest. All the support I've gotten from Death Detectives has been a little overwhelming, and I do feel a lot of pressure in trying to keep things entertaining and new.
So let's talk about that. What are some ways you've gone out of your comfort zone to keep your show feeling fresh and exciting for your viewers?
Well, I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from the dramatizations that I've been doing. Turns out people are drawn to horrific situations. There's a science behind that, you know. Researchers say that people enjoy looking up scary things in a safe environment because...
That's really interesting, but my viewers have commented with a couple of burning questions of their own. Are you ready to answer some of these?
Okay.
Here, you read the first one.
Let's see. Here's one. At Coffee and Kareem says, Lyla, we know what you've done. None of the other suspects are smart enough to pull off these murders without getting caught. Hack and Slash knows you're the murder knight.
Sometimes the hate mail sneaks in there. Shake that one off. Okay, let's see. Here's one for both of us. At Blacklist_Blackburn32 asks, when are you and Eden gonna do a collab? A Death Detectives / Not the Vibe crossover is a must.
Oh, I never thought about that. I would love to have you on my show. You always invite me to yours. I really need to return the favor.
I'd be honored to be on your show. I have to say, I really am so proud of how far you've come, Lyla. When I first met you, you were painfully shy and didn't take life by the horns. And now look at you. It's incredible to witness.
Well, I couldn't have done it without your encouragement. Whenever I'm in a jam, you've always been there with exactly what I need to hear.
Yeah, and forget being humble. I'm totally taking credit for this makeover. It's a total vibe.
So, since we're on this topic, I've been starting to worry about the future of my show. Don't get me wrong, nobody wants these murders to continue. But, well, my show depends on there being murders. And I'm concerned that when the killer gets caught, I won't have a show or a job anymore.
That's a really interesting point. You see, I run into creative droughts myself. People think having a podcast is just sitting around and chilling with your friends, but there's more to it. Being a content creator is just that. You have to work to create content. My best advice is you buckle down and find new ways to keep your show afloat.
Okay, I guess it is my job. I'll just have to think more about that. You can edit that part out, right?
Yeah, totally. Let's see. Our next question comes from at Mary April 4Prez, and they ask, what's it like to touch a dead body?
Oh, good question. Well, it's definitely cold and hard and kind of smells.
Really, Charlie White, really? We found your friend's memoirs, we tracked you down, we decoded your letters, we found this buried treasure, all for what? An empty box? A dead end? Congratulations. You begun to master the art of finding what you're after. A treasure ahead is worth more than gold and containing more than you can hold. So press ahead and look above. The thing you seek is from thereof. For those who seek will always find the greatest gift of all mankind. Okay. So where's the Gutenberg Bible?
So this is the place.
Are you sure?
Of course I am. Barney used to come here all the time after Terrence passed away. Even as a kid, you know, he'd be playing in the backyard, and the next thing you know, he's gone, and I'd follow his little footprints all the way down here.
Ramona, I haven't seen anyone for a mile. I mean, this is a good place to hide out, but I haven't seen an encampment. I haven't seen any evidence of a fire.
This is the last place on my list. He has to be here. He just has to be. I have nowhere else to look. You know, I think I know why Barney liked this place so much. Terrence used to take them fishing down there by those trees. Gosh, in the summer they would spend hours down here. Terrence even took us kayaking. I thought it was dangerous because there never seemed to be enough water. But he took care of us, and he said he would. Those are still some of my favorite memories of us together. I miss him so much, Harry. I miss both of them. I feel so hopeless. Hopeless and alone.
I'm sorry, Ramona. None of this has been fair for you. I wish I had the answers. I'm not gonna stand here and pretend I know what you're going through, but I do have one idea if you're open to it. There's someone I want you to meet. Someone that knows a little about what you're going through.
Knock, knock.
Whoa, you startled me. How did you get in here?
Still have a key.
Oh, Did you come to stage a sequel of our blow up for your news broadcast? I thought the first one worked out just fine for you guys.
Dad, no, I had nothing to do with that story. I wanted you to know that Mrs. Macau used something that I said while I was emotional and I wasn't thinking clearly, and that's all.
Well, that something you said, Pamela, was pretty hurtful. And clear-minded or not, you had a lot of harsh words to say.
I know, and I'm trying to apologize. I never meant for it to be used that way.
Can't you see, Pamela? This is exactly what I've been trying to warn you about. KWN doesn't have your best interests at heart. And obviously, they don't care about the truth. They just want a sensationalized story to boost their ratings and to destroy their competition.
In this case, I can see that that's true. I'm not here to argue with you, Dad. I guess I wanted to check up on you, and I don't know.
Well, it's very kind of you coming in, Pamela. But an apology just doesn't undo the damage that's already been done. Yesterday, our sales tanked. And early this morning, someone came in and graffitied Blacklist Blackburn on the front door of the Daily Squire.
I saw that when I came in. Dad, don't you have someone who can do that for you? This is too much to do on your own.
No, Pamela, there's no one else here that can help me. We're shorthanded as it is, and finding people who want to work these days is pretty rare, especially at the town's rickety old newspaper stand.
Well, what about that kid that replaced Barney? Couldn't he do some of this?
He's out sick today. Look, I appreciate you coming by, but I've got 50 more copies to print by morning, so I'm really busy right now.
I got it. Well, I guess I'll see you around.
Yeah.
Let's close in prayer. Lord, we ask for your protection and your peace as we leave here tonight, and pray that you would guide our every step as we continue to seek after you more each day. Amen. Well, we'll see you all back here on Sunday. You're all dismissed. Thank you, folks, for coming.
Well, thank you. It was a nice sermon. We appreciate it.
You guys have a great day.
Yes, have a good week. Yeah, how you doing? Oh, good. Well, it's pretty nice to be out.
Hi, Pamela. It's nice to see you. I mean, you did come after service is over, but it's okay.
Hi, Pastor. I know. I'm just not familiar with the service times anymore, I guess. But there's always next week, so I guess have a good night.
Well, I mean, the church is always open, and I'm available right now. If you want to stay, we can talk.
I guess we can.
So, what brings you in tonight? Forgive me, I feel like I haven't been able to catch up with you in quite a long time.
Honestly, I don't even know why I'm here. I guess I didn't know where else to go. I'm having a pretty rough week.
Does this have anything to do with that KWN story about you and your dad?
You saw that too? Well, honestly, yes. It has everything to do with that story. I mean, my dad frustrates me a lot. But that doesn't mean that I'm also not very sad about where our relationship stands. I never intended for that to be aired for everyone to see or to make his life harder. We've already been through enough.
You know, that feeling of heaviness and guilt, it's common. We've all had to go through it. And even though your situation may be unique, hanging on to unforgiveness is something we all have to deal with from time to time.
Hanging on to unforgiveness? I never said that my dad deserved forgiveness.
You're right, you didn't. And maybe he doesn't deserve your forgiveness. But God has forgiven us, and he expects us to turn around and do the same for others. There's a story in the Bible of a king who forgave the debt of a servant. Now, when the servant left, he found somebody that owed him money. And instead of doing the exact same thing, forgiving him, he decided to do the opposite and make him pay. Now, when the king found out about it, he was furious. God is the same in the way that he has been so gracious to us in order to forgive us. And he wants us to extend that same grace to others.
So, I'm supposed to forgive my father so that I can be forgiven?
Yes. You need to forgive him so that you're in right standing with God. Otherwise, you draw it out and it doesn't get any better.
Well, you've certainly given me a lot to think about. I guess maybe I'll see you next service, on time this time.
I hope so.
Thank you, Pastor.
If I want to be a content creator, I have to think like a content creator. Come on, Lyla, think. Your show is gonna get canceled. If you can't create content people want to watch, everything you worked for is gonna be wiped away if you can't make this work. It all really boils down to one thing. The show will suffer without more new victims. That's it. I need more victims. But how? There's gotta be some sort of way to plant a trap. Well, maybe not a trap, more like a mechanism that will produce more victims. I mean, subjects for the show. Aha! Booby traps. I'm sure a quick death isn't a painful death, right? Oh, this wouldn't be too hard to set up at all. But if I do this, will this make me as bad as the murder night? Maybe not. I would simply just construct the mechanism and let fate decide. And then I can continue on to educate the public about safety. Yeah, you have to do this. I don't see any other way. It's decided then. I'm gonna do it for the people and for my show.
So I tried knocking down the mayor's door for weeks. So I finally decided to give up. He never had any answers for me. That man is impossible.
Tell me about it. When Barney first became a suspect, I was begging him to do something, and all he did was side with the council and lock Barney up. I had to go over the mayor's head to Chief Bernard to figure out some way for Barney to be able to go to school.
Oh, Chief Bernard, he is such a nice man. He was so helpful in helping me search for Kareem.
He's a godsend for sure.
You know, Ramona, he's single.
Angela, stop.
I'm just saying, you guys suit each other very nicely.
Well, I don't think the chief is looking for a girlfriend, but I do think he's a really good man.
Well, only time will tell. So, I want to know what you think. I had this idea. I was thinking about putting together a coalition for missing loved ones. And I know that you and I are the only two people I can think of at this moment, but I'm sure there are many others that will join our cause. We could go door to door, form search parties, even establish a hotline, the whole 9 yards.
Wow, I love it. But do you actually think it will work? I mean, I've done the whole canvassing thing, and actually it never went anywhere.
I have faith that it will, and we just have to put that faith into action somehow.
True. And at this point, I'm willing to try anything. So count me in.
Oh, I'm so excited. At least the flyers are taken care of, and I know Barney and Kareem are right around the corner waiting for us to find them.
You know, don't take this the wrong way. But how do you remain so optimistic? I mean, Kareem has been missing longer than Barney. And right now, I'm feeling totally hopeless.
Well, I just know God will help me find my husband. You know, at first I was worried, and I was overcome with fearing the worst possible scenarios. And then I realized God wouldn't leave me alone in my darkest moments. So now when I get anxious, I pray and I read my Bible. In fact, I even started going back to church.
Well, I don't want to give myself any false hope.
Ramona, it isn't false hope. It's the peace and comfort that only Christ can bring. You know, I became a Christian when Kareem started going to church, and you know who inspired him to seek the Lord? Your husband did. When they worked together, Terrence was always so sure that God had a bigger plan when we didn't see a way forward. And he taught that to Kareem, who passed that along to me. And I hold on to that hope for you too.
Come on in. Hey, Sammy, how you doing?
Pretty good. Thank you for taking the time to see me today.
Sure, what's on your mind?
Well, it's about Barney. I think I might have found something important.
Look, I want to stop you right there. Mrs. O'Rourke and I have made it perfectly clear we don't want you intervening in this investigation. It's dangerous work, and we've got it all taken care of.
I know, but I think I found something important on his cell phone.
His cell phone? You have Barney's cell phone? Where did you get that?
Well, I kind of got it from their house. I know where the spare key is.
Sammy, please tell me you're joking. You just waltzed right into the police station and essentially confessed to breaking and entering, stealing, and obstruction of justice. That's a big deal.
I know. It's just, I
Look,
want to know what...
I know that Barney was your friend, but you've just got to let this go. I mean, you've already gone too far. You're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble. Look, I don't want to hear that you're pursuing this any further. You got it?
Fine. Have a nice day. Somebody's out there. Could it be you, Barney? they're online? Whoever's sending these messages is active right now. Come on, Barney, please answer. So close.
I'd like to thank you all for coming to my town hall tea party. I would like to start by welcoming all of you who are members of the press. I hope our time together can prove informational to the public as to the goals of my campaign. Set before you are your breads and sweets, and Nanny, why don't you let everyone know which tea we've been served today?
Of course, Tristan, dear. Good afternoon, everyone. Is everyone enjoying themselves? Oh, well, I would like to say that I'm serving a rich black tea today called Afternoon in Scotland Yard. And as I would say in the colonies, give it a go. Now, everyone enjoy themselves.
Fantastic, Nanny. Thank you.
So are we all just gonna pretend like this is a normal thing that a grown man, let alone a grown man running for office, would do? The whole thing is ridiculous, and look at him, he's wearing an ascot, for goodness sake.
Well, I, for one, am having a wonderful time. I'd love to go to England. I've asked Pastor Luis to take me several times, but he doesn't, you know. And I just love Kate.
Excuse me, sorry to interrupt, but I have questions about this campaign, and my listeners want answers.
Oh, yes, please, ask away.
My question is actually for Pastor Luis. Have you given your official endorsement to Mr. Grutzinger by agreeing to host this event?
We've known Dahlia for a really long time. She's come to our church for a while now. So I can vouch for her character, at least.
Swerve the question. Interesting.
Hello, James from the Daily Squire. Me and my readers have been quite curious about this Dahlia you've been speaking of, and honestly, I just want to ask, when has it ever been necessary for a city council candidate to have a running mate? I mean, honestly, is there two spots on, like, the council, or how's that going to work out?
No. See,
I can speak into this. You see, as mayor, as a mayor, I have to be open-minded and accepting of different lifestyles and different ways. And quite frankly, I think what Tristan and Dahlia have done is it's brilliant. It's a brilliant thing that they've done with their relationship, their common law marriage. Yes, and they brought it together into a team, a team running for office. It's just a great choice. I mean, there's nothing like politics to bring people together.
Common law marriage? What did you... No, listen, Dahlia and I just have a deal. A quid pro quo, if you will. She's just helping me out.
This is interesting. Dahlia, want to tell us more about this agreement you have with Tristan?
Yeah.
You don't have to say anything.
Oh, but I do. I have a secret. It's a very juicy secret. Tristan and I share a very specific goal, and we, through that, hope to gain power and obtain fame. And we have agreed to do anything necessary to achieve this goal.
No, we haven't.
Sounds a lot like conspiracy. Conspiracy involving murder, perhaps?
Yes, Tristan. Tell me, are you planning to infiltrate local government with horror and violence and murder? And is this what you're doing?
No, of course not. I've never said anything even remotely close to something that would suggest that.
Draw any conclusions you need to, but when you report it, make sure that you use my name and likeness. That's Dahlia Arswin, Dalia.
Listen, does anyone have a question for me about, I don't know, where I stand on the issues, maybe?
Where do you stand on the issues?
Thank you. I have actually not given that very much thought.
That was a dumb remark. How do you make it?
Why does your campaign slogan attack the elderly?
Mad Hatter's Tea Party takes a deadly turn.
You've been openly irritated by Mary April. Do you hate all women?
My detective She warned me about you. I should have listened.
It really seems like you hate all women.
Later, so maybe just pass those down.
I came here in a wonderful mood
Mayor,
and very supportive of you.
I'm not going to murder you. I'm not the killer. I'm the killer. Calm. Breathe. Breathe.
You know, I really do appreciate all the help you've given Tristan. He's never, ever had that many friends. And of course, I'm very grateful for you keeping his secret.
Oh, about his name? I don't know why he doesn't use it. If I had a famous last name, I'd make sure everybody knew. I would tattoo it on my forehead.
But you see, dear, don't be silly. It's not about that. It's about him having the Gutenberg Bible.
Yes. I knew that. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know.
Where is it right now?
Well, it's right here in my handbag. There you go. Do you see this?
Oh, do you want me to hang on to it? That seems really heavy.
Oh, I really don't mind.
You should. There's a murderer on the loose, hunting people 130 years your junior.
Excuse me?
You wouldn't stand a chance against a predator like that. I, on the other hand, am young and spry. I can jump a foot in the air. So, I am clearly way more ready to fight an enemy like that.
Well, if you insist.
Thank you. Ta-ta.
Oh,
cheerio.
Well,
Till next time, Nenny.
Oh, dear. Oh, well.
Well, howdy there, it's me, Ralph Derbyshire. I reckon y'all need a new ride, but we all know times are tough, so we have some deals so sweet it's gonna make your Nana's pecan pie seem sour. You want a truck? We got trucks. We got big ones, small ones, one that'll tow your cousin's boat. You can feel that sweet country breeze through those luscious locks of yours. So come.
Very scary. Are you trying to intimidate me? What? You didn't think I owned a gun? I know my politics are left-leaning, but I'm a single woman living alone. Of course I own a gun. Don't make me do it. Ugh. Forgot I unloaded this thing at the neighbor's house yesterday. I didn't kill him. I live next door to a frat house. I fire warning shots from time to time when they blast their loud music. Ugh!
Hello, you've reached 911. Due to the high volume of deaths in town, no one is available to take your call at the moment. Please leave your name and number and we'll get back to you as soon as...
If we're gonna do this, let's make it a fair fight. Come to mama. Okay, rock, paper, scissors. On 3 or on shoot? On shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, best out of 3, best out of 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh! You know something about me? I love horror movies. I've seen every one ever made. And you know what hours of binging has taught me? One, never go check out the old abandoned house with your poltergeist-obsessed teenage friends. 2, when your friends suggest you split up to investigate the strange sound, you do the exact opposite. And 3, never target the woman with too much plot armor.
Hello? What? Right now? Okay, I'll be right there.
Lyla, I'm sorry I woke you up. This was urgent. The police were called about an hour ago. I just needed you to check this out, so let's go. It's insane. It's like a trap from Indiana Jones or something. This will be perfect for the show. You ready? Action.
Good evening, Hack and Slash. I'm Lyla Hoffland, and you're watching Death Detectives.